and gentlemen, my name's StepsBasic, and welcome back to my community show. I got some beautiful pipes on me. Anyway, so today, little content warning before we go forward. I might get a little personal in this. I don't know for sure because I haven't scripted this yet, so we're going to see how this goes. But I'm going to start off with a quote, so to speak. Don't argue with stupid, because the stupid person has more experience and they will always win.
I got the quote wrong. The quote is, don't argue with stupid people because then they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. By Mark Twain.
But in essence, that brings us to what our topic is for tonight, which is the bully-troll dichotomy. Now, I talked earlier about the nerd-geek dichotomy, which is essentially people keep using these two words interchangeably where they actually have different meanings. That holds true with tonight's topic as well. Bully and troll. These are two different types of people. They exist in their own spaces, as it were. And while trolls are predominantly online and bullies are predominantly in life, in real life, there is a crossover. That's where you get things like cyberbullying and hecklers. So let's talk about the troll first. This is the one you're probably more familiar with, even though you might not see it as such. The troll is an internet personality, as it were. Much like I was talking about in my persona video, the troll is a person who goes above and beyond to make you angry. Literally, to trigger you. And they will find whatever way they can to do this. Now that leads to what is often understood as the troll's biggest weapon, which is anonymity. i.e., they can say whatever they want and you literally can't do anything about it to them. It's actually more of a hobby, as it were. They may be, professional at it sometimes, i.e., there might be actually paid trolls, and they do exist. i.e., somebody wants somebody else to slip up and say something, so they pay a troll to troll them. Now, of course, that is their biggest goal, is to make you angry. But there are sub-goals to it. Basically, they want to make you angry, they want to frustrate you, or they want to make you look stupid. As has been the case in a lot of situations. Now, I mentioned that there are in real life trolls as well. Well, there was, I don't know if y'all remember this, but there was an airplane crash, and the news that covered it got the wrong names because they talked to the wrong person and nobody checked it. So that made that news outlet look really stupid when they were saying that the pilots were Something Wong and Bang Ding Ow. Not only, just think about it for 2 seconds and you wouldn't look so stupid. Now, trolls can be fun. Don't get me wrong. Because you can troll a troll. And that can lead to some interesting content. Not just, for video's sake, but also for just an interesting back and forth. Because not only do trolls try their best to make you angry and to frustrate you and to make you look stupid, but they themselves often do not have the intelligence that they want you to think they have. And so talking to them in a very calm manner, make sure you don't get upset because that's what they want. But talking to them in a very calm manner will often reveal what they're planning. Now, recently, I actually had a troll in my comment section. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to engage because I like to play with trolls. I don't like to, I don't troll so much because I'm not good at it, but I do like to play with trolls. And I get them on occasions and I will talk to them and I will engage with them and I will make them feel stupid. Because, like I said, they are not as intelligent as they want you to believe. Now, the recent one I had was somebody who, completely unrelated to the video, decided that they wanted to talk about global warming not being real. I thought it would have been fun to engage, but unfortunately they were gone before I had a chance. The comment was deleted. I don't know who, how, and what, but it was gone. Before that, I had another guy who decided he wanted to troll me because I wouldn't make him moderator in my live streams, because, well, quite frankly, that's something I reserve for, people who know me best. And I wasn't just going to willy-nilly give it to somebody I didn't really know. So he decided he wanted to troll me, and he decided to, go onto my other channel and tell me that my son looked stupid and ugly and that my content wasn't funny. And basically I summed it up with, hey, it's not for everybody. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You don't have to. And, that was about it. And then I realized who it was, and I called him out on it. I'm like, all right, calm down, dude. I know your name. And I said his name, and he's like, how'd you know it was me? I'm like, well, I'm psychic. And that goes into how you can deal with trolls. Because like I said, they're not as smart as they want you to think. And they don't know half as much as what they want you to believe. And more often than not, they don't even believe the things they're saying. Like I said, anonymity is their biggest, strongest weapon. They have no face, other than just a name and a profile picture. That person is not the same person in real life, more often than not. That person is their online persona. Because it's an anonymous name, they can get away with saying whatever they want. Racist, sexist, everything they want to say. Like I said, chances are actually good that they don't even believe the things they're saying. But they're still propagating it, and that's bad. And trolls are frustrating, trolls are annoying, and after you learn how to deal with them, like I said, I've been doing this a long time. I've been on the internet since before some people I know were born. Granted, a lot of the people I know are children, but still. And as such, I've dealt with my fair share of trolls. But bullies are different. Bullies are not trolls. Bullies aren't saying things to frustrate you. They're not saying things to anger you, because the biggest weakness or the biggest strength in a bully's arsenal is fear. A bully does not want you angry, because if you're angry, you'll stand up. If you're angry, you'll fight back. And that's not what a bully needs. Fear is not only their biggest strength, but is also their biggest weakness. Bullies do not play, as it were. They lie, yes, and they use violence, and they use their own intimidation to make you feel weak, to make you feel powerless, to make you feel scared. Bullies are not fun. Bullies are not friendly. Bullies are wrong. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, they're weaker than you are. And that's why they want to break you down. I'm a nerd. I've been a nerd since I was a little boy. And as such, I have had my fair share of bullies. I have been told that I'm not worth the skin I'm printed on. That I'm not worth the air I breathe. I've been told that I will never amount to anything. I've been told I need to kill myself. I've been told that I don't deserve to be alive when so many good people are dead. I've been told so many bad things about myself. And I internalize that a lot. And I know, I'm old now and I've learned my lesson, but that is the power of a bully, is they work to convince you that you are exactly what they want you to believe you are. They want you to believe that you are the lowest of the low, that you are not worth being alive. That's where, like I said, you'll see a crossover, like the cyber bullies. People who will actually use threats of violence and threats of intimidation against you. This is where things start to get a little hazy in the troll-bully dichotomy. Because trolls will say things to get you angry, will say things to frustrate you and make you look stupid. Bullies will say things to scare you, but they will both say things that they don't actually mean. Or at the very least, something they're not fully prepared to follow through on. And you'll see these bandied about, and you'll see them interchangeably swapped. Somebody who threatens the life of a person on the internet versus somebody who pops into said person's comment section with racist remarks. The difference is fairly clear. That is where things start to blur, because a person, a troll, will and can often say things like, you should be killed, or you should be hurt in some way. Whereas the bully will say, I'm going to, etc. Like I said, they will both say things that they don't mean or will not follow through on. The troll may not believe that you actually should be hurt, and the bully may not actually have the gumption or the power to go out and do said thing. But the goal is the same. The troll will say that to anger you, to frustrate you, to annoy you, to insult you and make you feel stupid. The bully will say that to make you feel scared. But in the internet, on the internet, you're pretty safe. Now, when I say that, I don't mean go out and willy-nilly give your address away to everybody and say, yo, come get me, sucker. Because that's just stupid. And that's troll territory right there. And as long as you take the steps to make sure that said person doesn't know where you live, or, anything about you for that matter, then you are pretty safe. And people will just blow a lot of hot air at you. And that's what they like to do. Don't give the bully the satisfaction of your fear, and don't give the troll the satisfaction of your anger, because that's what they want, and they don't deserve it. Bullies in real life, you stand up to them, they'll back down. 9 times out of 10. There is often the 1 out of every 10 who is, a bully for the sake of, I just want to hurt people. They do exist. Just like 1 out of every 10 trolls actually believes what they're saying. But they know it's going to make you angry, so they say it. And the bully knows that if they push you hard enough, you might stand up to them, but they will still be able to knock you down. And that makes things a little bit more dangerous, and often a little bit more frustrating. But if you stay good to who you are, true to who you are, I should say, then they will have no power over you. Spoken like a man who suffered through years of verbal and physical abuse, beaten, kicked, punched, spit on, pushed around, teased, trolled, every sort of insult under the sun. I've suffered them all. I've suffered all of that, but you know what? I've suffered actual real torture before. That's nothing. Those are nothing. There's bigger things in life than what a bully can make you do, or what a troll can incite in you. And you don't need to dedicate any of your life to trolls. If you can generally you can immediately identify a troll. I.e., on a gaming video, on a gaming channel, which has absolutely nothing about global warming, they decide that they want to go ahead and post something denying global warming. Troll. Fairly obviously a troll. Somebody decides that they want to pop onto a video with you and your daughter, and you very clearly know that your daughter's daughter and she's fairly obviously a girl, and they decide to say your son just to anger you. A troll. You got the choice. You can dismiss and disregard. No big deal. Just remember, don't get angry. Don't get frustrated, because that's what they want. Don't argue. If you don't want to argue, dismiss them. Like I did with that one troll on my other channel. Just told him, hey, sorry, it's not for you. You can go on and move on your day. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, and you can go watch any one of those. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And if you know who they are, call them out, because, that's always fun. How'd you know it was me? Because I'm not an idiot. You just threatened me 2 seconds ago about coming to troll me. But anyway, and when it comes to bullies, as difficult as it is, because real life is different from the internet. As much as people want to say that it's the same, real life is completely different from the internet. And trolls in real life are hecklers, and they rely on anonymity, so you'll run into them a lot less. Bullies, on the other hand, they need their presence. They need you to know they exist, so they will get in your face and they will push you around. But don't give them the satisfaction of being miserable. Stand up to them. It's difficult, I know. You might actually end up earning their respect. And I know that sounds weird, because you don't want the respect of some scumbag who decides that it's okay to push around somebody because he perceives them to be weaker than him. But you can actually make a friend that way. And I'm of the mind that friends can exist across all spectrums. You can be friends with anybody, even if you don't agree with them on anything. Who knows? Someday you may rub off on them. They may learn that the best way to deal with your problems is not to push around weaker people, but to help them. But anyway, that's just a few words from an old man shouted out on the internet. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and poke that like button for me. If you have any other ideas or topics that you may want me to talk about, be sure to leave those down in the comments below. Also, if you have any other takes about trolls or bullies, I would like to hear that. And yeah, leave those comments down there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, when I can, if I can, all that jazz. And tune in next time as we talk about something else. And until then, good night.